So don't ever let anyone tell you that you aren't allowed to like something because of your gender or your race, or your eyes are blue, or your big toe is shorter than your second toe, because they can't dictate to you what you like. And you're allowed to like anything you want. And if someone tells you otherwise, they could suck it. That's how I feel. Hey guys, so I just wanted to end this video with a couple of things. One, I wanted to show you some of the comics that I scored. So a mini comic haul. The Preacher. This is the first chapter of Preacher Book 1. And as you can see up here, it says, after Watchmen, what's next? And I've heard a lot of good things about this, but I haven't actually gotten into it. So this will be a good introduction for me. And I loved Watchmen. East of West, which I am positive I've heard of, but I can't quite place it. So I'm excited to read this too. And seriously, Transformers issue 1. So cool. And finally, Fables. I love Fables. A couple friends of mine introduced me to Fables a few years back, and I knew that I already read this, but I haven't started my collection, and I was like, you know, for $1, why not? And I thought it'd be a nice way to kind of introduce my mathematician to Fables so he can get into it. Because we haven't been really buying a lot of comics. We've been reading a lot of comics online, but man, going to the comic book store and like being around all of the super nerdy people who are totally into what they were looking at, and like seeing all these nerdy parents introducing their kids to comics and stuff, it just really made me miss buying comics, you know? I remember buying Archie comics. I know, lame, but I love them. I don't know why. I think it might have been Jughead and all his hamburgers. I really appreciate his appetite. I was really into X-Men, and I would buy X-Men comics left and right. But I've always enjoyed comics, and I've always enjoyed animations. And when I was watching Amy from Geek and Sundry vlogs last night, she was talking about something that kind of bummed me out a lot. And I will give a link down below to her video that will be much more eloquent than I'm about to be. But basically, it's another case of a woman being told that she is not allowed to play in this comic book game from males who are being very aggressive, very misogynistic, threatening physical violence, including rape, because they didn't agree with her opinions. I don't get it. I've always heard boys who were nerdy, or boys who were kind of geeky or whatever, talking about how they wish there was more nerd girls. But then these certain guys who are probably the ones complaining about that as well can't handle it if nerd girls show themselves, because we've always been around. You might not have noticed us, but we were here. We were reading your comics, we were playing Magic with you, we were playing D&D, we were right beside you. Or playing with our friends, because you wouldn't let us play with yours. So there's a Tumblr that has been created. It's called We Are Comics, and they are asking people to make signs. Let's say, I am comics, and posting it on their Tumblr. So this one's gonna be mine. So that's that's really what I want to talk about. I just wanted to show you guys our comic book experience. Like us if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and I will see you next time in a video that I'm probably going to upload really soon after this one. Okay, bye. What, no red shirts?